Hello, welcome back or welcome to my channel, video, etc, etc. Don't mind the pajamas. I put my makeup on and like my jewelry and stuff today, and then well, to be honest, what I decided is that I had nothing to wear that was going to be cuter than these. These are new and I really like them. I'm going to be doing a video, basically 24 books I want to read in 2024. Basically just my most anticipated books for next year. There's some new releases, there's some books that have just been sitting on my shelf for ages, there's some series that I want to continue, lots of different fun things, and I'm going to go through those with you today. I also think something that's could be really fun that I think I'm going to do is give a rating prediction, but what I think I'm going to end up rating the book when I read it, and then maybe if I'm still doing this by this time next year, I can do a follow-up video going through what I actually rated them all compared to what I thought. I thought that could be fun. Setting up a video idea for myself next year, doing her a favour if she's still here. Hey, how are you, babe? So I'm just going to get straight into it. First book of the 24 is Never by Jessa Hastings. This book came out very recently. I was gonna buy it, didn't. Well, I thought I already pre-ordered it, hadn't, so I was like, okay, I'll wait until Christmas or the New Year to get it. Jessa Hastings, if you don't know, get to know, author of Magnolia Parks. I believe it's a Peter Pan retelling, and I love a good retelling, so I'm very interested to see what Jessa does with it, and I'm very excited about it. I reckon I'll probably read that in January, because if I had it with me now, I'd probably read it now. Next is Magnolia Park's Long Way Home, including Daisy Hates Great Undoing. What I decided for this is if it's a series that I want to read, I'm just going to say the first book. I'm not like going to fill 3 spaces of the 24 with a series, because that's kind of cheating, I feel. Magnolia Park's Daisy Hates, I want to get up to date on that, because I've been putting it off for too long, simply because I know it's going to be pain. I know it's going to be amazing, but I also know it's going to be pain, and I haven't been ready. I've felt ready for the past few months, but it hasn't fit in to my schedule yet. So that's going to be happening in the new year. Oh, I forgot ratings. I'm literally on the first and second one. God damn it. Okay. Never. My rating prediction for Never is, I'm going to say 4.5. I'm going to say a 4.5. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 5-star though, but I'm not gonna like put that on it. Magnolia Park's Long Way Home, I am expecting a 5-star there. I am expecting a 5-star there, because if there's not, then I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I see what the problem is. I've got my fucking overhead lighting right there and it's pushing down on my nose in a really unflattering way. I need to move again. I think that's better. Okay, we've moved again for the fucking 500th time. I'm so sorry, this is a mess. Magnolia Park's Long Way Home, I'm expecting a 5-star. To be honest, I'm also expecting a 5-star for The Great Undoing, but the first Daisy Hates was like a 4. I didn't love it as much as Magnolia Park, so I'm not as strong on that one, but yeah. Next book is Ruthless Vow, which is by Rebecca Ross, author of Divine Rivals, which came out this year. So good. I absolutely love Divine Rivals. It's like, if I could describe a book that I would want to read, I would describe Divine Rivals. I love historical fiction, I love historical romance, I love the era of time it's in, and a little bit of magic. Oh my god, we're winning, we're away. But I'm a little bit skeptical about where it's going, because I hate when a couple in a book get separated. It's so annoying, and they're separated right now, as far as we know, so I just don't know where it's gonna go, and I can't see it getting better than Divine Rivals was for me. But in saying that, I'm not an author, so maybe she's gonna surprise me, and that would be wonderful. I hope she does. I'm gonna say 4.25 is what I'm expecting from it. Getting very specific with these ratings. Next, this is number 4. So my 4th book out of 24 is the next book in the Natural series, The Killer Instinct. Also, I want to read the next one, so that's All In Bad Blood. I just want to read the whole series next year, but specifically the first one. Recently read The Naturals. It was so so good. I literally read it in a night. I couldn't put it down. No surprise I loved it, because Criminal Minds is one of my fave TV shows. So, I mean, as is everyone's. I'm like everybody else. Me, like every other girl. Kind of love that though. I think I will be shocked if any of them get a 5-star. I'm expecting them all to fall between 4 and 4.5, to be honest, because I just don't see myself rating a mystery thriller a 5-star. I don't know. I enjoy them for what they are, but I don't know. I don't really see that happening. But maybe it'll surprise me, and that would be amazing. Next, number 5 is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I want to read the whole Alpha Campus series, to be honest. But new covers came out, and I just feel like it's time. I love a hockey romance. That's my favourite type of sports romance. Something about them is just, they're just good. I just love them. And I feel like a fraud having not read the Off-Campus series. I feel like that's something that I should have read by now. So yeah, that's going to be happening in the new year. Very, very excited about that. I'm probably going to predict that they'll fall around 4 stars, all the books. I can't imagine them being 5 stars, but I'm hoping that they're in the 4-star area. But if they're in the 4-star area, then in my mind, they've done what they needed to do. I would be more than happy with that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm expecting cute little fun palette cleansers from other books. That's what I want. Number 6, we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I just finished Checkmate today, and I was a little bit skeptical going into Checkmate, even though I've loved every single Ali book. I am #1 Ali stan. I loved it. Not gonna lie though, the ending did slowly fall off for me, because the 3rd act, like, breakup situation was just fucking annoying and dumb and bleh. But I still loved the book overall, and it's gotten me even more excited for Bride. It's like, what is it? It's like a paranormal romance, I think. I think there's werewolves in it. I'm very, very excited about it. It would feel unjust towards the book to say I'm expecting a 5-star, because how much can you really expect from like a light-hearted fun romance? I don't usually put that kind of goal on it, but Love Theoretically is a 5-star to me. That's my favorite romance. Like, as I always say, the light-hearted fun rom-com romances, that's my favorite one. So Bride has every possibility of being a 5-star to me, but I'm gonna say 4.5, just because all of Ali's books have fallen between 4.5, 4.75 and 5 stars to me. I just love them. I love her. I love everything about them. She's incredible. I just love it. And anyone who doesn't hates fun. Number 7, I need to read Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. It's been on my shelf for a very long time. The novellas, it's like, it's not really my thing. I tried to pick it up once. I just didn't want to read it because I knew I wasn't gonna love it as much as I would love another book, because how attached can you get? I'm gonna expect like 3 to 4 stars, because like I don't expect them to be that amazing. Like, you know, what can you really hope for? Number 8 out of 24 is going to be Funny Story by Emily Henry, the new Emily Henry release for 2024. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that pretty much as soon as it comes out, because me, big fucking loser on my forehead, I was the fool who said that I'm not gonna buy the Happy Place hardback. Of course I did, but I just bought it months and months after everybody else read it, so I was just late to the train because I was trying to be stubborn. I'm waiting for the paperback. Did I wait for the paperback? Because when I saw that the new one was coming out, I was like, well, I'm gonna read Happy Place when everyone else reads the new one, and then on and on and on we're gonna go in that cycle, and I just can't. I can't do it to myself. Expecting, I'm gonna say 4.5. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4.5. I have high hopes for it, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's not 5-star. Next, number 9 is Kiss of the Selkie / Taste of Poison / Dream So Wicked. Basically the Entangled with Fae series by Cassandra Odette. I started it this time last year actually, and I really loved it, but I just haven't been able to get myself to pick it back up again. So I feel kind of incomplete and I just want to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to read Kiss the Selkie in December though, so I don't know where I'm going to start from next year, but I want to get that series done. And I'm expecting 4 stars around that kind of area. I'm not expecting anything crazy but I think they'll be fun and good and I want to get them done. Number 10 is Caught Up by Liz Tomford. That's the Windy City series. I read Mile High and Right Move earlier this year. I feel like I don't actually know when I read them. I don't really have much of a recollection of reading them actually, but I did read them and I enjoyed them and I want to read the next one. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's not like pulling me in aggressively to the point of like, oh, I need to read it. And I'm expecting like another 4-star. I pretty much expect all books to be like a 4-star. I feel like I very rarely rate below well, very rarely is a strong word. Majority of books for me are between like a 4 and a 4.5. Very rarely is it a 5-star, but equally I don't really drop past 3.5 all that often. 11. Saving 6, Redeeming 6, Taming 7. We want to continue the Boys of Toman series. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Binding 13, Keeping 13. Acquired Taste. I do agree, but I loved it. I loved it. I am slightly concerned that I'm not gonna love the other couples as much as Johnny and Shannon, which I think is part of the reason I've left it so long, because I want to just have my mind fresh, ready to accept the new POVs, the new couples, and just, you know, I feel like I've had experiences in the past where I'm reading like an interconnected situation, and if I really love the first book, I'm really not into the second, because I'm like, I just want to be with my girls, my people. I just want to be with my people, and you aren't my people, they're my people. So I've left it a bit to give it a fair chance, but I do have high expectations. I have like 4.75 to 5-star kind of expectations for these books. Number 12, I'm 24, halfway through. I want to read The Infernal Devices, so I have Clockwork Angel down, which I believe is the first one. I started Mortal Instruments, I think last year. And I read 3 of the books, which is kind of like the first 3 kind of like have a bit of an ending, so you can kind of stop there in my opinion. I didn't love them, to be honest. They're pretty boring to me. I've heard really good things about the Infernal Devices series, and the setting of it sounds like something I'd really enjoy, like the time period. So I want to give it a try. The overall idea of the Cassandra Clare like universe really appeals to me, but I just didn't enjoy Mortal Instruments. But I have heard people say that Mortal Instruments is their least favourite of like those series. So I'm going to give it a go. Infernal Devices, hopefully it's good. I'm hoping for 4 stars. That's what I'm hoping for. Next, 13, another series. I want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garber. I read Caraval and Legendary earlier this year. I haven't read Finale yet, but I expect to read it December or January just to get it done. Really quite enjoyed Caraval, the first one. Didn't love Legendary as much, and again I think it was the thing of I actually quite liked Scarlett's character and that whole situation, and I didn't love changing to Donatella's POV. And I know a lot of people have the opposite of opinion, like they didn't love the first one as much, they preferred Donatella's story, but I don't know. That's just how I felt. Obviously everybody says Once Upon a Broken Heart, the trilogy is so much better than Caraval, so I am very excited about potentially reading that. I'm hoping that there's going to be at least 1 5-star in there. I'm expecting the first one to be like a 4.25, then maybe the second one will bump up to a 4.7, maybe a 5-star, and I don't know about the third because I've heard some not so amazing things about the third, but you know, hopefully it'll be good. 14, Reckless, Lauren Roberts. Powerless came out this year. Really, really good. Incredible. Enemies to lovers. Fun situation. And I want to read Reckless, of course. I'm a little bit like, I don't know where it's going to go because they ended kind of back to being low-key enemies. So we've got more enemies to lovers to go. But yeah, I'm a little bit like, I don't know where it's going to go. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited to read it. Powerless, I gave it 4.25, I believe. I hopefully will like Reckless more. I mean, 4.25 is a great rating, don't get me wrong. But I'm hoping that I'll really fall in love with Reckless because I didn't fall in love with Powerless as much as a lot of people seem to have. So I'm hoping that that one really just like solidifies my love for that series. 15, Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. Why have I not read the book yet? Because I saw so many differing opinions on it and it stressed me out because I absolutely loved Things We Never Got Over. That's a 5-star book in my mind. Things We Hide from the Light quite as much. And the things I've heard about I've heard raving reviews of Things We Left Behind, and then I've heard really bad reviews of Things We Left Behind. So I don't know, and it stresses me out because it's a long book and I don't want to hate it because it will ruin the end of the series for me. Same thing happened with Dreamland Billionaires, to be honest. I did not like Final Offer at all, and I loved the first book. To be honest, my prediction rating is like a 3.5, and I'm scared about that. That makes me uncomfy. So I've been putting it off. Number 16, Just for the Summer. New Abby Jimenez release. Of course I will be reading that next year. I'm predicting like a 4.5, pretty high 4 kind of rating. I'm predicting to have a really fun time, really enjoy it. I don't even know what the book's about, to be honest, but I trust Abby. Okay, number 17, I want to read the Prison Healer trilogy. I expect the first book to be like a 3-star, and then hopefully we go up a little bit. I feel like that's kind of common with like especially fantasy trilogies. The first book is like, oh, I don't really know what's going on or why people love this that much, and then you kind of love it as you go on. Okay, number 18, 9 Lives by Maureen Johnson. I can't really even express how much I enjoyed the Truly Devious series. I really loved it, and I was shocked by how much I enjoyed it. Those kind of feel like comfort books to me now almost. Yeah, I don't know why, but something about them just really felt like a warm hug to me, and I loved them. So I'm very excited about getting 9 Liars. It's already out, but I just haven't got it yet. I expect it to be in like a 4-star kind of range. That's what all the other books were in for me. I'm kind of sat here wondering now if maybe she's coming out with anything else. If she is, I'll probably read that too. Number 19, Crescent City. Crescent City. We're going to do Crescent City next year. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm excited. I'm also not going to rush myself to finish Throne of Glass and try and read the Crescent City books for the 3rd one to come out, because that's just never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I'm currently reading Throne of Glass and I'm on Queen of Shadows. It is 12th December. So am I going to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long books before? No, I'm not. And I'm not going to try and make myself. I love Sarah J Maas. I love the Ekatar series. I want to read it desperately right now, but I can't because I'm reading Throne of Glass, and I've loved Throne of Glass so far, so I have very high hopes for that series. I expect there to be some 5 stars in there. I do. I'm hoping there will be. Number 20, a bit of a different path. Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I've got to be honest, I absolutely loved the fine print. Really loved the fine print. Enjoyed Terms and Conditions. As I said, Final Offer. It kind of put me off reading any of the other Lauren Asher books. Like I was going to read the, F1 one, and I was like, I just think I've moved past that kind of writing maybe. Like it's not something that I'm really wanting to get into right now or anymore. But I've seen such positive reactions from Love Redesigned, so I want to give it another try. Give her another try. Maybe Final Offer was just a dud, and that's kind of what I'm hoping. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read that. Hopefully it's good. I'm expecting like a 3.5 to 4-star kind of rating, but hopefully it'll surprise me. That'd be nice. 21, Practice Makes Perfect. Everyone was obsessed with When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect over the summer. I've read When in Rome. I didn't get to Practice Makes Perfect, but I do own it, so I need to read it. I liked When in Rome. I didn't love it as much as everybody else did, so I don't know, maybe I'll like Practice Makes Perfect more. I feel like that's something that I've seen people either love the first one or the second. Like, well, not that you don't like both, but usually you have a preference, so maybe I'll love the second one even more. I'm expecting like a 4-star. 22, a book that I recently got actually. It's called What the River Knows. I saw it on Bookstagram actually, and I don't really recall what it's completely about, but I believe that there's like an archaeology background. Like that's the background of, I believe it's a romance that's going on. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that sounds right up my alley. That sounds like something I want to read right now. So yeah, I definitely want to read that in the new year. And I'm honestly expecting a pretty high rating. I'm expecting it to be like a 4.5, 4.75. I'm expecting to really love it. It feels like I said about Divine Rivals, that's the kind of book that feels like that was written for me. I'm gonna love that. So I have high expectations of it, even though I remembered nothing about it except the setting. Number 23, this is a big one. Imagine Me, Tahera Mafi, the last book in the Shatter Me series. Holy fuck, I need to read that. I need to just read it and get it done. In fact, I should pick it right up right now and read it. Am I gonna do that? No. I don't know why, but I've just not wanted to read it. I read the other ones basically back to back and I enjoyed them. Like, I liked the series. I don't actually remember much about it, to be honest though. Some reason I have not been able to get myself to pick up Imagine Me. And do you know why I think it is? I think it's because the series should have ended after Ignite Me. Is that where the main battle was? And it kind of felt like it ended and then it just continued. Wherever that was, you know where it was. If you know where it was, it should have stopped there. I don't care about the rest, but I need to read it because I feel incomplete. I'm expecting like a 3-star, to be honest. Number 24, this is a big exciting one. Oh. Do I look like the boy in striped pajamas? No, I look like bananas in pajamas. 24 out of 24. Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I found out very recently. I don't know how I missed the news. Krista and Becca Ritchie are writing a new series. If you don't know, they wrote the Addicted series and then the Like Us spin-off of that. I haven't read that yet. I don't know if I will though, because for some reason it doesn't appeal to me as much, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. But Dishonestly Yours, I'm very excited about it. It's a new series. I believe it's following families that are kind of in crime a little bit, or running away from a crime family. I don't know, but it sounds really good and I'm really, really excited about it. Ooh. I want to reread Addicted, to be honest, because I just love their writing and I love Addicted. But yeah, I want to read that. I'm expecting at least a 4-star, probably higher. But the first book in a series, you know, it's setting up. I don't expect anything too crazy from the first book in a series. But I'm very excited and I have high hopes. So that is the final book. 24 books to read in 2024. I think it's going to be a really good reading year. I feel like I have a lot of good stuff coming out, good options. I'm excited, I'm ready, I'm in a good mood. Let's bring that into the next year. I feel like I've been saying this a lot recently. I feel like I've only just in the past few months really come into my reading self, know what I like, confident in what I like, how I like to do things. And I'm just excited, I feel good about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I can't even say it, it's so cringe, but please do it because that would be so nice of you. Yeah, I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.